We first met quite some time ago, and your life looked extremely different at that time. We are all truly inspired by the miracle that you have created in your world. But would you share with us a little bit about where things were?
Yes.
It's on. You're good.
Several years ago, I found myself at the end of a 20-year marriage. I had a successful career. My husband had had a brain tumor and brain surgery, and even though he was fully recovered physically, somehow he was a little different. He hadn't worked in 10 years. He was, we had a hard time. I found myself in such despair that I was 80 pounds overweight. I was being called fat cow most days. I spent most of my time out on the back porch reading romance novels and drinking. And I had developed a heavy drinking problem. When I made the decision, and it wasn't completely my decision, it was partially made for me, but to stop drinking, I went to rehab, and I decided that if I was going to make big changes in my life, I was going to make big changes in my life. I did get divorced, and in the process of getting a house for myself to live in and letting my husband and son live in the other house, I was pretty much homeless for 8 months or so because all of my 70% of my income was going for child support and alimony. And so I dove into any kind of self-help thing I could find. And at that point, I didn't have money, too much excess money, so I could find videos online and books. And I read as many books, started getting my foundation back under me, videos, and within a year or so, I had some balance on me. I had started a new relationship, and I knew that the one thing I wanted in my life was a fabulous relationship. And I also knew that if I took the same skills that I had at that point into my new relationship, it might not happen the way I would like for it to. So I did see a video for Stacy and Paul, and I was so impressed because it was a short video, less than 10 minutes or something. But it wasn't all sales, there was real content in there. And I thought, okay, now those are some concepts that I can wrap my mind around. That sounds like real information that can help me actually bring a different person into my new relationship. I signed up for the first course when I was 6 months into a relationship. And I dove in, gave it everything I had, 100%. And I created something that today is fantastic. Within the last 6 months, I've been with we got married at Breakthrough in Paradise. And within the last several months, my husband's father called me at home and said, I just want you to know that not only are you the best thing that's ever happened to or for my son, I have never seen him this happy since he was born. And I've visited Vince at his work. He's an air traffic controller, and I had some of his coworkers come up to me and, you know, jokingly say, "I am so glad that he got with you because I've never seen him this happy." And the other night we were on a date night and we were using some of the chat cards that you'd given us, and one of them was, what are you most thankful for in your relationship? And he said, well, give me some time to think about it. And then when he thought about it and when he was ready, he said, you know what? You make me more confident. And I thought that was one of the highest compliments that I could receive. But all of it has been through the work that I have done in this course, and I have seen the benefits in every area of my life. I've lost 80 pounds, I'm financially secure, I have an excellent marriage. There is every area of my life has improved with all of the self-development that I've done. So thank you very much.
Give her a hand.